chapter 3, verse 6. For thou, for thou art the Lord Yahweh, our power, and thee, O Yahweh, will we praise. And for this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts, to the intent that we should call upon thy name and praise thee in our captivity. For we have called to our mind all the iniquities of our forefathers that sinned before thee. I'd like to give all prayers and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash, the water Yahweh Yahushua, for giving us the apostles and the elders of great millstone who deserve double honors, rightfully so. Shalom to the Aki and pushing the word of sincerity and truth and being faith-based and being prepared for what is to come. And what is to come? Race wars, famine, concentration camps, starve, ID, check was the mark of the beast. 200 million missiles hitting the soils of America. Simultaneously, the terrorists of the Lord of the hopeful elect into the chambers. Simultaneously, the terrorists of the Lord shooting laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens. Rightfully so. Hey, I'll be right this our Lord took the course of this video. Just a vessel seeking salvation out of this filthy place, spiritually known as Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, Babylon, and all of the filthy customs that have taken upon. Right now, the time is 12:11 a.m. Sunday, September 28th, 2025. The hopeful year of our deliverance and destruction and judgment on our Joshua. Yeah, so a lot of things went through my mind at this moment, and right before I hit play, I had to title the video, but I was trying to say what it was like. At the same time, I should have wrote it down, but so I ended up reading this chapter, looking for a verse in this chapter, and let's see if I can try to remember the title I wanted to use. It was very powerful stuff. It went sort of, I can't remember. So my mind is going. And we gotta get out of this filthy place, man. I'm telling you, man. We gotta figure. We gotta get this whole simulation all over. Yeah, we in our captivity. We are subject to payment, but our payment has been paid off by our going through this. It's been paid off. And the elect, I'm trying to remember the title of the video. The elect will, so how did they word elect? Well, the elect will remember the Lord in their captivity. Some to the fact like that. If not, I'll utilize something. So we are yet to stay in our captivity. And due to that is because of our forefathers, which are us. We are back in the reincarnation, serving our time through generations, through decades, you know. And it may seem harsh. Why would the Lord do that? Because we sin, you know, and He wants to teach us a lesson, and it's for higher learning too. It's a lot of things culminating in that. And the elect is going to make it out. It's going to escape all these things. I'm trying to think of how the word. I should have said something. The title was just so powerful. And you know how for me, I wrote a lot. I put a lot of songs together, and a lot of them I can't remember. You know, there were some powerful songs, but just like this title, these titles, they're real powerful. But you gotta be fast, man. The spirit is faster than the flesh, man. My flesh, I'm deteriorating, bro. In this body, bro. My vision's getting worse. You know, you can better your vision. It's not as bad as it is, but for the most part, man, some days it's up, some days it's down. Depending how, you know. But we are yet to stay in our captivity, and we have to hold our mind together within this world and this abomination. And Yahweh Shem El Shai may do what He said He's going to do to us. That's the verse I was looking for. I don't know how. I found the one in Lamentation. All right, so let's go there real fast, which is very powerful stuff, man. And only the remnant is getting out of here. All right, only the remnant is going to make it out of here. Lamentation. Let's see what the word lamentation means. That's one of the books up in our wonderful Bible. Right, lamentation. Let's see something. The meaning of the word lamentation. All right, it says. The secretary said, you know, that's what we gotta use. Everything is out. That's our secretary. ChatGPT is a woman.
The passionate expression of grief or sorrow, weeping.
Yeah, the passionate expression of weeping lamentation. We are. This is some harsh stuff, bro. We're going through. We weeping all the time. Yo, people are weeping in the spirit right now. When this shit all hell start breaking loose, these people might delete their own selves. And the elect is the ones that's going to survive this. You know, it's going to be. I was just saying earlier. The scriptures is our navigation, is our compass. We able through the shadow valley of death. We able to navigate through these things. That's what been holding my mental together. You know, the long travels of driving to determine to do this work for Yahweh Shah, and to come back. Going to the ministry and coming back from even going to work or doing any regular shit. You know, but the most important, I was just saying to my little one earlier, it's a reason why we are here and only together or just in this situation to this point, because Yahweh Shah has preserved us. We could potentially be sometime. We could potentially be one of the elect. You know, don't know till we test it. But how it's looking, you know, Yahweh Shah has been helping. He's been providing for us. You know, and and every day we've been chastised, afflicted, right? And those are clear indications. Well, where we at in the mind of Yahweh Shah. And I always pray every day for me. And I always tell my little one, stay prayed up. Always use the name of Yahweh Shah. Fear Him and nothing else. All right, let's get that real fast. It's the duty of man to do the will of Yahweh Shah. And real powerful. All the books is so powerful. You know? This verse. This is one of the powerful verses, and it's simple. It's becoming simple. All right, Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh Shah and keep His commandments. And that was our problem back then. We didn't keep His commandments. And we are learning to the best of our ability to do His will. That's the first step. The first step is to fear Yahweh Shah. Right? And that's the beginning of knowledge. And fools despise wisdom. And you don't want to be a fool right now, despising His wisdom. Hold on, let's get that real quick. Fools despise wisdom. Psalms. Let's see if it pops up. Let's see. I was hoping it would, but a lot of stuff from the Bible popped up. Fools despise wisdom. Psalms. Bible verse, King James Version, which is very powerful. Very powerful verse. I mean, it was Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instructions. And we got the instructions. See, the title is trying to come back to me. You know, the hopeful elect is going to make it out of here based upon the instruction and the protocol they follow. If they follow Yahweh Shah, they're going to make it out. And they could potentially be one. You could potentially be somebody of this. Because something happened earlier yesterday. Well, today, now it's another day because 12 a.m. right to the world, which we know the world from learning the scriptures. From when the sun set, that's the first day, and when the sun sets again, that's one day, according to the scriptures. Man changed up and said midnight, 12 hours. You know, it's sunset when the sun, because the first day of the it was night, then it was day, then he brought day. You know, and it's something that we have to keep in mind of all the things we did wrong and why we need to follow the instructions of Yahweh Shah. Right? Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, and you have to fear Yahweh Shah. And that's the first step. All right. So hold on. Let me come back to that real quick. All right, hold on. Where's that? All right. Because look what Baruch said. All right. Where was that? All right. I just saw it right here. And this is what we were wrong. Because we didn't do it. We didn't follow the instructions. This one other verse. All right. Let's go back here real fast. Wait, hold on. I think I just found it. No, that's not it. There's another verse. Slakia. It says on Baruch chapter 3, verse 6. For thou art the Lord Yahweh Shah, our power. And thee, O Yahweh Shah, we praise. And we didn't do that back then. We kept going off. Right now, the elect is learning to follow the instructions of Yahweh Shah through his men that the prophets he set up. And yeah, it's been a long haul because coming, and listen, you think about it. If year 2000 was the outcome of the end of this thing, nobody would have the chance. All the men that came, even the men that came in this thing and they left out, they came in this thing, they had out, many are called, but few are chosen. Even the women, they heard it and they back in the world. They heard it, they back in the world. Those that's here today, is standing the test of time, which is very scary, very, very terrifying. Okay? That's the Lord. Let these people that came and go, and no return, right? They backing out of darkness, which is in this world. Right? There's no coming. You could be a prodigal son. It's up to Yahweh Shah. I don't know how it goes, but the scripture says, which is terrifying, bro. No man. Look what it says, bro. Come on. No man put his hand to the plow. Bible verse, King James Version. Terrifying, bro. Look what it says. Luke chapter 9, verse 62. And Yahweh said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looketh back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh. Come on, it's not. What? Shit, man. I'm telling you, I was just like, you gotta go to work. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. But this place is a full distraction from the truth, bro. Yo, Satan wants to hinder you so bad. He don't. And that's another thing, bro. This is a clear indication that you could potentially be one by your hindering people, hindering you. People, you damn. I just coming down. I was driving, coming back home, right? Coming back from the driving, and I just had this vibe, this feeling, just saying, oh man, I could potentially be one. Because based upon the situation, you start analyzing the things you're going through, what you got to accomplish, and you have to, and you're doing the will of Yahweh Shah, and you're doing this in meekness and humility. That's a clear indication that you could potentially be one, and you're still doing the will of Yahweh Shah, and you're amongst the brotherhood. Various videos, I would, like having this conversation right now, just speaking to the choir. Yeah, I know. And then I know you just done thinking that when you're alone, you shed those tears, man. And what you say to Yahweh Shah, please don't let me go. I know I say that. Dua Yahweh Shah for having me do this will. And Dua Yahweh Shah for introducing me to the apostles. And I know it went that way because then, yeah, through the Spirit, Yahweh Shah had the apostles reintroduce us to Him, and how we did that. Now we are praising to the Lord Yahweh Shah, and what's another way of doing that? Is recognizing the iniquities of our forefathers, the things that they have done wrong, so we won't do it. So we found that's the breakthrough. One of my favorite words is a compound word, breakthrough. It's a dramatic change. It's dramatic. It's been very. That's what it says, right? Always putting out. You brought that word out 2, 4, 5 videos ago. How people get tired of hearing shit over and over again. But the book is repetitive. It always repeats itself because it's the same book. It repeats itself. The Spirit will make you bear witness to it, and it will show you. It will show you like that's meaningful at that moment. Like I can't. We always say, if one verse was brought out, and then another brother come in and say the same verse, then what we say that's the Spirit. The Spirit want that to come out again, and that's what happened. We want that verse to come out again, and I just forgot it. Darn it. Maybe he didn't want it to come out. Maybe I was sure he didn't want it to come out. But yeah. Oh, breakthrough. Got it. The meaning of the word breakthrough. See?
Breakthrough.
Breakthrough. A sudden, dramatic, and important discovery or development. And that's what happened. It's been a development in this and discovery of our nationality, right? And what we read, we always bring out these verses. These are verses you can't go around. There's so many things that you could try to say. Discontinue from thy inheritance. Bible verse, King James Version. How can you go around this verse? How can you say anything? Look, it just clearly says what is going on. I'm going to go back to Lamentation in a minute. When we bouncing around, the Spirit is feeding these verses. So bear with me. All right, Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. The Spirit is kicking in. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. Who's the I? Yahweh El-Shah gave us our heritage, the land, and everything else that came with it. That I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thy enemy. These other nations didn't do nothing. They didn't have nothing on us. Because if it was the case, that wouldn't have been said. And I will cause thee to serve thy enemy. You know why he caused us to serve our enemy? Because we didn't follow the protocol of his word. So every time you turn around, if you can remember your last life, man, you would go sit the fuck down. If you remember everything you did wrong and he told you, yo, you better go do right or you're going to get destroyed in this life again, you go sit down if you knew. But we didn't know. He took that away. There's no new thing in the sun, and I'm gonna say a name of times because history repeats itself. And what happened? He take away that thought. If you can remember your last life, man, you would go sit down. I know I would. I can remember all the things I did wrong right now. Out, and then if he give you that opportunity, that means you're gonna be a good person. But he's running us to the ringer. Right? And he told you, Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And even thyself, and thou, even thyself, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy inheritance. That